All right, this is April, also known as Grandma. Today I want to talk to you, the seniors mainly, about hyperinflation and creating your own hedge funds without going on the stock market. Okay, so let's talk about it. A hedge fund is basically just what it sounds like. It's a way to protect your money. Okay, now let's be crystal clear. The people that are at the greatest financial risk are the people that are retired, okay, or that are on Social Security, or they're using their employer funds that they put into. Okay, so your funds are being eaten up every day. Okay, so imagine inflation as you're starting to see right now, but imagine hyperinflation, seniors. Hyperinflation. What that is inflation on steroids. Okay, so how can you live and still be getting your retirement without outliving your money? Because you don't ever want to outlive your money, seniors. Okay, uh, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you some things that I did. Okay, so I've been, with these bad issues of my heart and all that, so I needed some cash. So when I decided to withdraw my 401k, they were hitting me with all these fines. It's 10% of this. I'm like, give them, you want me to give y'all four grand, 5 grand? I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money. Okay, so this is what I ended up doing. I did research, which I want you to do. Look for ways how to get your money. You don't want to want to get all of it, or I had to get all of my money. Okay, so check with your financial advisor. Now you do know that they're using your money anyway, right? You know your money is not just sitting there; they're using it. Okay, so this is what I ended up doing. I talked to one of my friends that lived in the next state, because I found out there was a way to get all of my money. They said, "Well, it's a way you could move out of state, and then we'll give you all your money." I'm like, "All righty." So I called my friend. I said, "Listen, I need to use your mailing address because they're not wanting to give me all of my money." So long story short, use her mailing address, get 100% of my money. So you're going to have to think smart nowadays because the target is on your back. The target is on your back, seniors. They're wanting to eliminate a group of people, putting them in dire poverty. Don't let it happen to you. Okay, some of the things, like I said, go online and look for ways to avoid getting hit with that 10% penalty. I just told you what I did. Hey, if you got somebody in Chicago that you trust, use their mailing address. I didn't move out of town. I just used my friend. They don't know whether you moved or not. People are moving all the time anyway. So, um, so this is how you beat the system because they're using your money, as you already know. Okay, so Social Security, by the way, is eventually going to be eliminated. The end game goal is to uh, all of this government, whether you work for it or not, that's irrelevant. Uh, all of this Social Security and things like that, that's going to be eliminated. So, like I said, the people that get and this is, even though this is for seniors, anybody that's on Social Security, regardless of the age, maybe a teenager, because when I was teaching, I was so hurt by this. I was teaching a student, and we were doing 101, and he just started reading, and I was like, "What's really going on?" And he just started laughing. He said, "My mama told me to act dumb so I could get a check," and I'm like, "Oh, my heart just hurt." So time is winding down. They're not, America is broke anyway. They're not gonna keep handing out these checks. All these people looking for, now this is what they're gonna do. The people that are on welfare, you, in order to stay on welfare, you have to do whatever they tell you to do. So, because they know this is a significant amount of people that are not taking the jab. So, your check is going to be tied to the jab. I repeat, your check will be tied to the jab. No jab, no check. Okay, so you're going to have to come up with a plan B. All right, so this is what I'm telling people to do. Before the hyperinflation gets here, you need to start moving your money. These people that's on disability where I live, all they do is drugs. So it's really a hopeless case for them because they don't have the mental aptitude to try to create their own hedge fund. How do you create your own hedge fund, not the one on the stock market? You start taking your money and putting it in different things. What do I mean? Okay, because I'm starting to stack copper. I'm starting to stack silver. By the way, I made a mistake. Let's see, if my bracelet is still over there. For the ones, I don't see it. Anyway, I had bought a copper bracelet. It's still relevant. Here it is. Now, remember me telling y'all that I had bought this copper bracelet, but it was my own fault. This bracelet here is my own fault because I didn't do due diligence, and it's nothing I can do about it because the person that I ordered this from, plus I didn't use PayPal, they didn't say that it was 0.999% copper, just like the ones at Walmart or Walgreens. I gotta throw this in the trash. It was a waste of time buying it because, number one, I didn't use PayPal, and their thing is, well, they're gonna tell PayPal, ma'am, I didn't ever tell her that this was 0.999, so don't make the mistake, because that's garbage. My arm started turning black, and I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so back to how you create your own hedge funds. Okay, as I've been telling you that they're just cranking out money, you should know that by now. So you should already be noticing, let's say that you get let's say you get $1,000 a month. Now it's costing more of your money to buy things, and your income is not increasing because you're on a fixed income. That means it ain't going nowhere. If they decide to give you a few pennies every few years, that's it. But you're locked in. Break out of the system. Break out. How do you break out? You start buying up silver. You can start buying up gold if it's not too high. I'm not buying up nothing that's too good. Get the coins. Don't try to go big unless you got big money. Okay. And don't have all your money in a vault somewhere. You need to have tangible stuff that you can touch. I told you in another video, people used to hide their gold. Okay. Why? Because the bank might just say, well, we kind of need it. Okay. Once upon a time, our dollar was backed by gold. Not anymore. I don't really believe that uh Fort Knox has any gold. I'm pretty sure it's just a facade. I'm sure it's. I don't live that far from Fort Knox, and I'm just when I go by there, I just get an empty feeling like it's just a facade. Ain't no gold in there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They got to keep that thing going that, yeah, it's in Fort Knox. Anyway, so how to create your hedge, your own personal hedge. Buy you some precious metals. You have to do your research. Don't buy any that's very high. Look for precious metals that they come in a stack about like, let's see, about like this, and they're like in a roll. Let's just say, you know how the old fashioned roll of quarters or a roll of pennies, they got the rolls of coins, and they're what did I say that they got on the back of them? Anyway, it's 9.999. Oh, I think it's got "Don't Tread on Me," but anyway, I'm pretty sure it does. Do your research. Look at the other video because I'm pretty sure it says "Don't Tread on Me." So the way you create your own personal hedge fund, so your money will outlive you. Start stacking, not paper money because it's gonna be worthless. Start stacking precious metals, people. I can't make it any clearer. Everybody that's waiting on their government welfare check, because of their, I'm sure it's gonna fall on deaf ears because people are wanting the government to assist them, but the government is going to slam the door in their face and like, oh no, we're not doing that. If we're gonna pay you, you're gonna do just like what I tell you to do, like kind of like a pimp. You got to do what the pimp says in order to get the benefits. Well, basically, that's what it is. Uncle Sam is a extortionist and a racketeer. Okay? So, start stacking precious metals. Okay? So, you also going to need to invest in a very, very good a little storage safe. It's gotta be, they have ones that you can't actually blow up. Okay, so once you start stacking your metals, keep it in a safe place and don't have all of them in one place. Okay, so if you're gonna have some, one day when it's pitch black, nobody can see you, go outside and secretly start making a hole somewhere, hide it somewhere. Don't have all of them in the same location. And if it's somebody you can trust that lives out of town or whatever, yeah, you can try to transport that, but don't be doing no speeding or nothing like that because then they'll probably try to confiscate your precious metals. You just have to be aware of everything that's going on. Okay, seniors, people that are on that are retired, people that are on disability. There's a target on your back, and with this inflation that's coming very soon, that's on steroids, there's a high probability you're going to end up running out of money. Maybe at 80 years old, your money is totally gone. So you've outlived your money. And you think they're going to let you work at Walmart? Maybe not. Your family, if you're close to your family, they probably will step in. But I don't really want to be a burden on my family. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to create generational wealth. Oh, the other thing, find a skill, something you can do to make money. If you're not sickly, too sickly, or whatever, come on, people. Start thinking, how can I create my own hedge? You got to figure out, because everybody has a skill. Use the gifts that God gave you. I can cook. My stuff is going to be sold worldwide. It is what it is. Use the get seniors. We are the asset to the generations, unless we're stupid or something. I got to discount those seniors. We have a wealth of knowledge to share with the younger people. Let's start doing it. Show them how to build a house. Show them how to fix a car. Show them how to let them go to a trade school. Y'all can do all this stuff together. So show them how to sew. All this stuff people are going to need to know how to do, okay? And people are going to be needing clothes. The ones that are not going to take the jab and all of those other things, there is going to be a separate community. And we might have to run every now and then, just to give you the heads up. So you're going to need to always use some heirloom seeds, tennis shoes, bug out bag, and things of that nature, okay? Because we're going to eventually be targets, because it's a lot of us that's linked to the mark of the beast. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, God has strictly forbidden people such as me not to take it. So I'm trying to let you realize there's hyperinflation coming quick, fast, and in a hurry, and to create your own hedge funds. How do you do it? Start building stuff to get money. Start stacking precious metals, and grow your own food, okay? And you should do well, okay? Oh, by the way, another thing is, some of y'all might need to learn how to be midwives, because you can get paid to be a midwife. Hey, from what I'm seeing, it's not real complicated to deliver a baby. So that's a way you can generate money. And it's not just for you. Kids, a 10-year-old girl can deliver a baby. Okay, these are just some basic ideas on how not to die poor. I don't want you to die poor. I'm not dying poor. I'm going to be creating generational wealth. But I'm just telling you, you worked all of this time, all of these 30 years you gave to this company to see your food just taking wings and flying. Okay? So I'm trusting God. He said he's giving me power to get well. So I just believe everything that he tell me. Okay? Because he can't lie. All right, this is Grandmama saying, create your own hedge fund. Shalom.